advice to the federal government, led by President Muhammadu Buhari, is that he should continue with the good work and also continue to deliver the dividends of democracy to Nigerians and promise when he took the oath of office and oath of allegiance for the first time as the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Every good move by the government of President Muhammadu Buhari will always be condemned by detractors because they have never and will never see anything good in the government, even when majority of Nigerians applaud the move. At a meeting last week, the Council of State agreed to grant state pardon to these people. During his briefing after the meeting, the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mr. Malami San, said the Council of State approved 159 of 162 applications presented for consideration for the prerogative of mercy for convicts and inmates in correctional centers. We must also remind Nigerians, granting state pardon is a responsibility of the government after a meeting of the council. So, in other words, the federal government followed due process in granting state pardon. Since Nigeria gained independence in 1960, many Nigerians have been granted presidential pardon. Presidential pardon is the use of executive power that exempts the individual to whom it was given from punishment. Under Section 175, Paragraph 1 of the Constitution of Nigeria, 1999, the President may grant a pardon either free or subject to lawful condition to any person convicted of or concerned with an offense under any act of National Assembly, or may grant a respite to any person either for an indefinite period or for a specific time frame. President's pardon power is based on Article 2 of the Constitution, which says he shall have power to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States, except in case of impeachment. Before now, many Nigerians have been clamoring for prisons decongestion, and so much effort have been put in place to decongest the prisons, including the setting up of a committee to that effect. On the 30th of October 2017, the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Malami San, constituted and inaugurated the Presidential Committee on Correctional Reforms and Decongestion. Between 2017 and now, over 10,000 inmates have been released through the committee. The committee, headed by Justice Ishaq Bello, the immediate past Chief Judge of the FCT High Court, went around prisons across the country to free inmates with minor offenses which were unable to pay their fines after the fines were paid. The above goes to show that government has been championing the decongestion of correctional centers through pardon and payment of fines of some inmates. Over 10,000 inmates were freed under this scheme. In it, those granted state pardon were named, shamed, convicted, and jailed. The corruptly acquired property confiscated and returned to Treasury. Having spent considerable time in jail and shown remorseful, it is not out of place if they are pardoned. In case those condemning the state pardon by President Muhammadu Buhari have forgotten, the administration of Chief Olusegun Obasanjo and Dr. Goodluck Jonathan also granted state pardon. So why should there be controversy over this one? If we must also add, there is no better time to grant pardon than this period when you have Easter and Ramadan fasting. Accusing fingers should not be pointed to the government as aiding and abating corruption, because Nigerians have been clamoring for the decongestion of correctional centers across the country. Apart from the decongestion of correctional centers, Interventions such as Empower facilities to support small and medium enterprise in the country, COVID-19 palliative, post-COVID-19 loan facility, and many others have been done by the government and are all targeted at the masses.